What is up, crypto legends? Hope you having a fantastic day today. Let's analyze the situation for Bitcoin. It's been a bit of a boring few days for the crypto market, general markets as well. We're going to analyze the situation all together here, go through the comment section, talk about some news, talk about the future, talk about adoption for Bitcoin. Maybe, yes, we are going to see some short-term, downtrend volatility. We're getting a bit of FUD right now. Also on Twitter, it's apparently Michael Burry saying, that he's been shorting the market, 1.6 billion in put options. And apparently this is not true. So we're just getting a bit of misinformation, unfortunately. Twitter's absolutely great. I usually take a look at Twitter, for the news. We got, alert Michael Burry, bombshell, billions of dollars against the stock market. That is popping out on Twitter right now. At the moment, just popping out here, Michael Burry, the big short. He did get a few calls wrong lately. Okay. Yes, he was the 2008 massive crash. But he has gotten a few. He's been calling for a recession now for many years. So is he going to get this one right now? Okay, is he going to get it now? Let's wait and see. Okay, so but anyway, we're going to talk about more different news. We're going to talk about adoption. Adoption is looking really great. I'm going to talk about what are the possibilities on Bitcoin's price with the adoption curve. And where we're currently at, because if we do count the number of wallets that are created, which is just under 50 million addresses, okay, and this doesn't mean it has to be people, so maybe it is 30 million people, or maybe it is 40 million people, right, that do create several addresses. And this is much less than 1% of the entire world population. It is around about 0.6% approximately. If we were to be, just over 7 billion people in the world, well, that obviously would be, around about 0.6, 0.7% of the entire world population, which is absolutely crazy. I don't think every single one of these 48 million wallets, non-zero addresses, is just one people, because I have several Bitcoin addresses, right? So it cannot be one-to-one. So it's much less than 0.7% of the entire world population, which is absolutely crazy. And the adoption curve for Bitcoin is looking very good, because this growth of non-zero addresses has been going absolutely exponential since 2016. And this is in about 6 to 7 years, right? Just about 7 years, 2016 to 2023. We've gone from about 5 million Bitcoin addresses all the way up to 48 million, right? So that is a massive growth in a matter of 7 years. If this growth were to continue, this means that we can reach, insane numbers, all right? Massive growth in a matter of, another 5 years. It could more than triple this numbers, and I can explain that in the next coming minutes, guys. Meaning that the price obviously would have to absolutely skyrocket in the coming years. It's just a matter of time. So I'm going to go through the comment section right away. There's some really cool stuff of adoption as well that is happening at the moment. Like the pro-Bitcoin presidential candidate won the primaries in Argentina. He's an absolutely pro-Bitcoin guy. He's super anti, the Argentinian peso, and saying, talking about inflation and how, the Argentinians need to, adopt Bitcoin. So that is a massive sign of adoption, massive sign of, good for Bitcoin. And we also have, this Lugano, which is a city in Switzerland, accepting a Bitcoin as payment in McDonald's. So that's something really curious. I would just take a flight and go there just to go to have a Big Mac, menu and pay with Bitcoin, right? Just to have that experience. Obviously, there's other countries and cities that accept Bitcoin. If you go to Dubai, you can go. There's multiple places. Even the real estate. You can actually rent or buy. Real estate in Dubai with Bitcoin, with crypto in general, basically, right? But just these little cities in Europe, that are actually accepting Bitcoin as payment. You go to McDonald's in Lugano, then you get accepted by Bitcoin. So that's a clear adoption sign, which is absolutely phenomenal to see here. on Twitter, guys. We talk about news because the price of Bitcoin has been really boring the last few days. It's been extremely boring, not really boring. It's been extremely boring. This sideways action that we've had since the 9th of August, basically pumping and dumping not more than $200 inside of this range. Of course, yesterday we did get a little bit of a run up here from this low over here. Very much a long scenario that we talked about in the legends, right? Saying, you know, hey, if we do drop beneath this level, we recover. It's a possible long setup to take profits at, you know, at the highs. You know, I can go and explain that scenario right away. It was something that we mentioned a couple of days ago during the weekend in the legends community. Unfortunately, we did get some really boring price action during the last few days. So yeah, I'm going to go through the comment section, say hello to the community, of course, and talk about the different news that we do have also available. So yeah, this was basically, if we do take a look at this range, okay, and I know the price has been boring, guys, but just to give you that brief explanation on the live stream now, the first minute, keep it educational. You know, it's one of the only boring setups that we did have available during the weekend. I can't do it, guys. You know, and it is in the World Series of Trading. The best trade that I did get into, which I'm fully out right now, was the long here from the 7th of August, right, till the 9th of August, right? So we talked about this short setup as well, but I didn't get into this short, you know, but made some really nice profits on this pump, and now this is kind of happening right here, right? Very choppy price action, you know, but one of the long setups that was provided in the Legends community, guys, was this one right over here, right? Where we talked about our point of control has changed right now all the way up here because of this price action. But we had the point of control exactly at this low level, right? As you can see, the spike on the volume node before creating this price action. And basically, we talked about that swing failure pattern, right, from this low over here, and to come back up to this high, kind of this high over here, where we had the value area high of the range. So we do take a look at the fixed volume profile. We talk about value area high. Hey, you know, possible long setup from this level to claim this high. Bang, we get the movement. You know, this was one of the trading setups, as you can see here on the chart. So long from $29,200 range right over here, claiming this low, to come all the way up to the $29,550. That kind of was almost to perfection. This was basically this movement right over here. Of course, you need to set the alerts. You need to be ready. You need to be ready in front of the charts to get into this trading setup. This is the exact trading setup, of course. The stop loss is never known because our stop loss is the low created as soon as you get that acceptance above the point of control in that low level. So basically here it was a failed breakdown from the low. That was the plan. Hitting the point of control of the range, which was down here. Now it's all the way up here because we've created a lot of price action during the last couple of days. But overall, this was the plan. Hey, come back to the value area high, the 29,550. So, yeah, very much getting some setups ready. Of course, the price action, it has been very boring. Not big moves, basically. Not big moves. Today, in today's episode, we can talk about some potential plans that we're talking about in the legends, and, you know, some other plans as well on some altcoins. But obviously we got the news, some news to be talked about as well. Some great on-chain data. I'm not sure if you people did take a look at yesterday's video. This is really interesting data, guys. And I know most of the people that are in denial, just like back in 2019 in the bear market, you know, where I was investing anyway. I didn't, you know, I wasn't paying attention to the FUD. Just like there is a lot of FUD at this moment. No doubt that we can get some corrections, guys, but there's proven data. The beauty about blockchain is that you have proven data, right? It's proven data and you cannot fight against it. You know, your sentiment cannot fight against it, right? It is proven math. It is, you know, it is science basically, and you cannot go against science and numbers and math, right? So, yeah, basically here, the realized profit loss ratio, right? Profit loss ratio, meaning that, hey, Bitcoin traded, just a year ago at, the $60,000 range, right? 50, 60, over a year ago now, actually. But back in, late 2021, where we had in November, this is over 1 year and a half ago, actually. Now I'm thinking we're in, early 2023. But basically 1.5 years ago, we were trading at $60,000 range, which is absolutely crazy, right? We're trading now at 50% less that price level. The bear market has happened, and people need to understand this. And that is basically what I want to, basically say to the people. It's always, as long as we're beneath all-time high, and we have seen a massive bear market, guys, it is always good to dollar cost average into Bitcoin, right? That is obviously my personal opinion. I'm ready for the crashes to $25,000, to $20,000. Hey, if we come down to $15,000, that is going to be a golden opportunity. I would be so happy to buy some Bitcoin at those levels, because I got a bunch of, stable coins in the dust that need to be spent. Of course, I don't want to spend them all at these price levels. I'm very much aware always of a black swan event or a big major corrective move. Anyway, let's take a look. Don't forget to smash up the like button, guys. Let's share some love. Andy is awesome. Marcelo, how are you doing, my man? Mauricio, not Marcelo. Oh my goodness, getting my names wrong here. Marcelo, I'm thinking about Mr. M. Mauricio is the host at the Moon Show. And I'm thinking, Mr. M, I've got a friend here that I've just seen who's called Marcelo, but not Mauricio. Mauricio, how are you doing, my man? Thank you for the insane support, as always. I think I'll be going in the Moon Show tomorrow. It is summer holidays. There's not many people. Absolutely crazy. Views are going down. Market is not doing much, but this is coming back in September. It's a shame that this is happening during the World Series of Trading, because these smaller movements, of course there are some altcoins that are suddenly popping out of nowhere, but there are very unpredictable movements on some altcoins. We can take a look here. I think it was HBAR was making some great movements to the upside, pumping 30-40% in a matter of the last 7 days, basically. Very unpredictable movements, of course. You can go with some small little trends. Thorchain RUNE is doing relatively good for the last 7 days, up 60%. So I mean, there are some altcoins that are getting some pretty decent volatility. I'm not much of an altcoin guy, of course. I trade 90% in Bitcoin, so very, very hard for me to trade some altcoins. But we can take a look at some altcoins and do a thorough analysis and levels on some altcoins to take a look at some setups, guys, or we can keep it on Bitcoin. Up to you. Right, let's take a look here at the comment section. Mauricio, saludos desde la Warner, bro. Un abrazo. Says, why you so tan? How are you, Seb? I know it is you. Hi, Andy. How are you? Ashish, how are you? I'm doing very good. Dippin, hello. Aditya, thanks for joining. Good morning, people. Crypto Dream. Happy Independence Day, Indian people. Cool. Great. Happy Independence Day. It is a holiday here as well where I'm living. Oscar Orego, what's up, Andres? Greetings from New York City. Oscar, hello. Congrats, amigo. I saw the Senoritas Spain defeated the Natalie's Sweden. Yes, that is correct. They just played a few hours ago, and yeah, they've got an excellent team. Vamos, we talk NFT. How are you doing? Mauricio, I don't know why I was calling you Marcel. Anyway, is crypto dead? What's going on? We have here in the comment section here from John. It is very much boring. I think I'm going to take, a week's holiday of YouTube. Zero YouTube. Obviously not the Legends community. They do pay a subscription, of course, to get that information, those potential setups. But overall, the markets are boring and I cannot do anything. I'm not a whale, so I can't move the market. But yeah, it is very, very flat here. That volatility will be coming. It's summer. Every summer is the same till September, says Boris. Yes, very true. So I think, I just need to, not do anything, right? And just go to the beach, chill out, and September. It's just a couple of weeks ahead, away. Today is the 15th, so yeah, 2 weeks, and we'll be back in September. September always is a nice punch of volatility, and we're going to get those people excited again once we get that volatility. Michael Burry shorting. Yeah, apparently it's, there's a lot of misinformation, got someone here proving with some data. I mean, maybe this is not, it's not true, but apparently it is not true, and he's not shorting just yet. But yeah, we do see that news. Says 93 of his, portfolio is on a currently shorting the market indexes. So yeah. I've seen this guy posting, his real Twitter is called like Cassandra or something like that. He's been shorting now for the last 5 years, right? So, yeah, you know the deal. You have no idea how short I am. This was back, okay? It's shorting the stock market. Look at this tweet. This tweet, if he's been shorting, this tweet is from back in November of 2022. So this was already 9 months ago, guys. 9 months ago. And I can show you tweets from much earlier. He's been shorting for years already, right? He will get it right, obviously, at some point. The market will have to crash at some point, whether that's in this year or in 2030, right? It'll be short till 2030 if the market hasn't dropped. But if he has been shorting, and this tweet is from November of 2022, 9 months ago, okay? And I can show you tweets from much earlier. Whoever's been, not living under a rock, that this guy has been, in short since 2017, 2018, and talking about, it's a bubble, it's an everything bubble, I'm shorting, and I'm shorting. And the market has just been pumping and pumping, right, for the last, few years. Yes, we got a bit of a correction move in the S&P 500, but it has been pumping for the last 8 months. So, yeah, I mean, if you take a look at, his tweet right over here, right? If you do take a look at his tweet from November of 2022, right? This one right over here. This tweet from Michael Burry, you have no idea how short I am. This is November of 2022. And if you obviously take a look at the S&P, which is, most of, what he is shorting, is also shorting the NASDAQ, I think. That tweet is from here, right? So, yeah, you make the numbers. The market has been up since his short tweet. I can already tell you right over here. Up 22%, right? So, yeah. You can see right over there. Yippee, caught the live. Scotty, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the live stream. 9-inch wick on BTC. Yeah, no, it hasn't happened. Are you liking the new Twitter? Yeah, I think it hasn't changed drastically. So, but yeah, Twitter is exploding right now with Michael Burry. Michael Burry this, Michael Burry that, shorting. He's been shorting for years. They keep popping up right now. Prediction 2008 crash. He's been short since 2017. Come on, he is gonna get. He's gonna be right at some point. So yeah, this is just a bit of the market might pump because of this actually. Scotty, thanks for joining. Mark Dutch, always giving that insane support, my man. I remember, says Oreo. Yes, sir. Love you, sir. Every join Legend community, I am damn sure you will become richer and enjoy the Christmas hardly. So just join the community, Crypto King. Nizam, hey, thank you very much, my man. Yeah, Legend's trading community is doing pretty good. It has been a bit boring for the last few days, but hey, you can say boring, but we are posting those updates and basically those possible trading setups. We have talked about different setups and different levels, the last few days, just getting ready, just like this one, provided on the weekend. This short was provided on provided on Friday, right? It's Tuesday, so there's only been 4 days past this level, and this trade happened on Saturday morning. You know, what can I say? They're small little moves, but they happen, right? They are happening. They are happening. Of course, we're talking about that in the Legends trading community. That is basically this drop right there, getting the low, entering the trade, bang, take profit here at the value area high. It's just really technical move, really nice technical move right over there, bang, you know. And it's only a pump of $300 to $400. We could make some gains on those little moves with with a bit of leverage. How is the Bybit competition doing, guys? We have dropped a little bit in ranks. We've actually gone up, in between yesterday and today. We dropped to 40. This Apollo Ventures, there's something very fishy about this, guys. The top trader here has made something like, I don't know, it's like 20,000 or 21,000% in P&L. So absolutely crazy. There's definitely going to be, there's definitely some insider information here on this Apollo Ventures. There's something really fishy about this, about this trading team. At least one, the top one, he's making a 21,700% of his account. There is something not normal about this, okay? It's, some insider information or market maker here, movements with this. He's made a 210x his account in a matter of 10 or 11 days, right? I'm not sure yet. About 10 days since 8 days since the competition has started. Yeah, some really crazy moves right there. So overall, from the top 10, we're not very far off. So 36, we are, gaining in ranks the last 24 hours. So overall, not doing too bad. But yeah, this is the thing, not doing too bad. We still have a chance. There's still quite a lot of time here for the competition. 12 days from today for the competition to end. If you want to join my team, you're probably already in my team. You have the link in the description, guys, if you want to join directly my team, okay? If you haven't got a Bybit account, you've got a great bonus here to get, which is $30,000 for derivatives trading. There's an iPhone 14. If you haven't created an account, you create an account and join my team, you're in for an iPhone 14 giveaway. This is only a giveaway for a few hundred people, right, that are joining my team. This is Bybit said, hey, do you want to give an iPhone to the people that join your team? And I said, absolutely, why not? So yeah, I'm going to talk about the bots, guys. I am going to add some more capital on these trading bots. They're looking really good. They're making some really decent profits, and I am going to add another $10,000 on these bots, guys. I've never been a bot fan, guys, but these are actually working on Bybit. It's almost 1%, okay? It's about 0.8% of average return. I've had them active for 10 days. And, I think this is great information, guys. If you want that, passive income without doing, automatically with these AI, grid bots, I mean, this is working pretty good. And I got a friend right now that did open his $50,000 bot account. And just in a few days with 50K, he's basically making over $250 a day with this bot open. Of course, you need that $50,000 on Bybit, but they are working, guys. They are working. I can prove it right now. These are my active ones. So what I'm going to do very likely is close these bots, add, compound the profits, which are, 250 on this one, 167. This is almost, in 10 days, I've made almost 10% of what I invested. So I'm going to go with $20,000 right now, okay? Today, after the live stream, I will close these bots and I will add another 10K. And then we're going to see the results in another 10 days, right? And if they are going to continue like this, I'm just going to compound and compound, guys. I am a strong believer that Bybit is not one of those fishy exchanges, and it's not going to collapse, this year or next year, anytime soon. So I will be deploying more capital here, easily, going to 50K or 100K if these bots do work, guys. Okay, I'm going to go slowly and consistently, and let's see if You know, I'm just going to be compounding these bots, guys. I did have a video on how to set up these bots, guys. This is passive income, basically. I'm going to close these bots today. I'm going to add a little bit, do a bit of compounding, and I fully believe, all right, this is, you know, this is the thing about some platforms that give you these returns, but these are trading bots, okay? These are not these really fishy platforms that say, you know, such as Celsius or, you know, BlockFi, you know, that they do lending, right, where you're giving them your crypto, and you know, you don't know what they're doing in the background with your cryptocurrency. They just offer you a great return, not as big as this, but these are actual live bots. These are doing trading, so you know, they're not doing anything with your money, just trading, right? They're not getting it, lending it, and doing, you know, fishy movements in the background, right? So this is the thing. But a lot of these different fishy, you know, platforms, exchanges that do give you like returns on because of lending or staking, such as Celsius, you know, BlockFi. We've seen many fall, all right, the last couple of years. And you know, you might think, hey, I don't want to trust them, but I could not have more trust on Bybit. You know, they've been proven that they have the massive liquidity that they do have, which is billions of dollars. And they're in the top 3, you know, derivatives exchanges, futures exchange and spot exchange. Yeah, I've got nothing but confidence in Bybit, right? Obviously, you should not put more than 10% of your portfolio on any exchange, right? You know, that is a rule that I have. I would never put 50% of my entire portfolio on an exchange because they give me returns or offer bots, offer trading, offer anything, right? Because if anything happens, I do not want to lose more than 10% of my, basically, of my capital, of my portfolio. You know, just saying, imagine you lose half of what you own, right? That is definitely going to be a massive big hit. So yeah, I would never put 10% anyway. If I lose, you know, if they disappear somewhere, then you lose 10%. You know, it's easy enough to recover in the near future. So just a little bit of a tip there on what I am doing, guys. You know, I'm not that kind of guy that, you know, saying I'm going all in on this, you know, but I will be deploying, you know, some more capital as I gain confidence. And for the moment, Bybit is one of the best, you know, crypto exchanges there is out there. They have, you know, fully proven that they, you know, they have the massive billions of dollars in volume. You know, you know, whales do trade on this platform. I think they're not going to go anywhere anytime soon. So now is the moment. Almost lost all my retirement because of FTX, says Geo. Wow, yeah. Yeah, let's go through the comment section. Like I said, you know, at the end of the day, this is deploying some of your capital into an exchange. You do not have 100% of your, you know, controlling your funds here. However, like I said, you know, there's not apart from Kraken, okay, got to shout out Kraken because I've been using Kraken for, you know, over 5 years now, and I got to say, they got to be one of the best as well out there. But yeah, apart from Kraken, I got to say Bybit and Kraken, for me, they're the most trusted exchanges out there at the moment. BitGet, you know, you name it, you know, there's just there's so many other ones that I don't give full trust. The ones that I do give full trust is Kraken and Bybit. That's basically it, you know, and I'm just testing this. You need to be always aware that there is risk on this. There is risk that tomorrow maybe Bybit has closed down, which is very unlikely, okay? You know, it's too big to fail, right, as many would say, and then what happens? Bang, they fail. So yeah, you never know, guys, at the end of the day. But I have seen them. They do have their funds. They are, you know, the liquidity is real. So and I can prove that to you guys. They have been proven. They have proved it anyway on their Twitter. So how many BTC are you holding, Andy? Let's leave it more than one, right? More than one, more than 10. Yeah, you never give your public, you know, how much, you know, it's like asking how much money have you got, right? How much money have you got in the bank? You know, it's a very personal question, but yeah, let's leave it more than one. let's go through the comment section. Andy looks more blonde than usual, getting warm vibes. Yeah, it's summertime, baby. Andy, can you help me explain the difference between log and linear? What do I use for trading, sir? Gold Star Crypto. Logarithmic is just to get you an average of what on the growth, right? It's just logarithmic curve, you know, logarithmic chart is just seeing the overall growth, you know. It's not what you should be using to put trend lines or levels, okay, or Fibonacci, because it changes everything, okay. So if we do zoom out and go to the logarithmic chart, okay, it's not going to be looking like this. If you go to logarithmic, I would have to take a look at another exchange that has more data, but basically it just gives you an overall percentage of the move, and it's usually curve. Okay, and so you can't put trend lines and channels because it's usually a curve growth. You'd have to go on the normal chart, okay. If we go here and go to the logarithmic, right, it gives you an overall, you know, growth of the chart. So you can't really put some, you know, trend lines and levels and Fibonacci, okay? It's just looking at a higher percentage growth, you know, movement of the growth of the chart, you know. But definitely for levels and Fibonacci and channels, you don't use logarithmic chart, okay? Let's go right away with the comment section today. Retail sales and core retail sales are in around 2 hours. Do you think it will have a big move with the data, says Chris? Let's take a look at this right away. Yeah, I think we do have a bit of news going on today. Not much. Go with the calendar. Yeah, retail sales is in about 2.5 hours from now. Oh, sorry, this is no Tuesday. Yeah, it's in about 2:30. So that's about 2 hours from now. Sorry, 2:30 Central European time. Maybe we'll have a little bit. Usually the last few big news from the US haven't had much effect on the market. We've just seen a couple of $100 up and down, at least on Bitcoin. Not much volatility has happened, but it's just something that we need to be aware of here if you are doing any type of trading. So yeah, let's go, guys. Today we're just about 200 people on the live stream. Very, very low. You know, it is summertime. Share some love here, guys, because it's really slow at the moment. I'm gonna take some days off because nobody's joining, but you know, this is a great for you guys. You can ask me questions. I'll give you my opinion. We can take a look at some altcoins maybe in the next coming hour. But smash up that like button, guys, if you want to share some love. I am here for you. I am here for all of you to provide information to help you out. I have been in Bitcoin since 2018. I've been in crypto since 2018. So I just want to share my experience, my thoughts on what's happening. I've been doing technical analysis and trading since 2017. So over 6 years of experience with TA and trading, and in crypto 5 years. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but overall I've been through the last cycle and I've made some pretty good gains on that cycle. So I'm just here, guys, to provide the information to help out new people that are entering and what is to come. What are we sharing here? You know, what is happening worldwide? Pro-Bitcoin presidential candidate, has basically won the primaries in Argentina. This is absolutely huge. We are going to slowly see that adoption. And it seems like, Central and South American countries are the ones that are absolutely fed up of, how the economy is going, and, the inflation that they do have is going absolutely crazy. And you can slowly see those signs of adoption. They are small, but they are happening. You can see here a McDonald's in Lugano, which is a city in Switzerland, accepting Bitcoin as, just a transaction. Of course, they're not going to get it and hold it for the long term. They're probably going to change it to their local currency, of course, because it's a business. They're not going to, they're not accepting it to hold it. It's a working business. They need to get more burgers tomorrow, so they'll be changing it to their local currency. But it's just signs of adoption that are happening, which is very, very good. And like I said, it's just looking pretty good for the future. Also the adoption curve that is happening, guys. the growth of internet and social media is very, very similar to the one of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And just by looking at the Bitcoin non-zero addresses, we're just under 50 million non-zero addresses, meaning, there's almost 50 million Bitcoin addresses. This doesn't mean each one is from one person. Because I have several Bitcoin addresses, and they all have some Bitcoin. So I have about 4 addresses of Bitcoin. So with this theory, I would say that less than 0.5% of the global population have a Bitcoin wallet, right? Bitcoin address, meaning less than 0.5%. And the growth is exponential. In the last 7 years, we've gone from 5 million, round about 5 million addresses to 50 million. So yeah, if you get this growth and see it for the next 5-6 years, it's going to be 10 times this, 500 million addresses. That will already be more than almost 10%, okay, almost 10% of the world population. So, world population, we don't have those exact numbers, but 500 million addresses in the next 5 years, very much achievable with the amount of growth that is happening. And the thing about the adoption curve, the growth starts very slow, but when it starts kicking off, and you could arguably discuss the last few years, it has been kicking off, and you're going to see, it's going to be kind of a white swan event where you are seeing countries adopting Bitcoin. You're going to see a lot of more places, accepting Bitcoin as payments. So the curve will go much faster, guys. It will go faster. There is a period in the adoption curve where the curve just skyrockets, okay? The reason why it's called an S curve, because it starts flat like this, it picks up and then goes whoosh, and then goes flat, okay? So it forms a kind of an S. So you can see here, right over here on the blue, you have the internet, from 90s to the 2000s. It was a 10-year period that the growth was very slow. But from the 2000s, from the dot-com bubble, it just went absolutely skyrocketed, right? And, with Bitcoin, we are kind of getting out of that the start of the S curve, where, people are still a bit fishy about it. They don't thoroughly understand it. Most of the people, they don't trust it. So exciting times, guys, in the next decade, no doubt about that. The adoption can get pretty crazy. And when you take a look at the amount of wallets created and this kind of news happening, you cannot, if you're sleeping under a rock, you're just not going to see it. But it is happening, guys. It is happening, and the growth every time is faster. On the adoption curve on new technologies, the growth is faster and faster. Meaning that, social media, internet, look at these last curves, right? They happen very fast. Of course, electricity, automobile, mobile phones was relatively fast as well. But you can see the growth took a few decades, right, to get that exponential growth. With new technologies, the growth is like, because of social media, right? And the technologies and the logistics, everything can get to everybody very much faster than 50 years ago. 50, 100 years ago, it was very, very slow growth. Right now, it's like a big boom, and then everybody uses it, right? So the adoption can happen very, very fast in the next 5 to 10 years. So yeah, just something I wanted to point out, and there's definitely those signs of that happening. Of course, we got this, the pro Bitcoin presidential candidate won the primaries in Argentina. You got El Salvador. Of course, El Salvador is this tiny little country, but the country is doing very well the last year. If you see the last year, there's no crime, everything's going really well. So they are definitely moving forward. So we're going to start seeing some countries, getting a Bitcoin and adopting it. We've got this small little country, small little city in Switzerland also accepting Bitcoin for McDonald's. Pretty cool things happening, guys. even though the market is a bit boring. I'm shorting and buying spot. Queen Games. I would like to join World Series of Trading. You can join with the link in the description. You have the join World Series of Trading squad here down below. We have moved up a few ranks, you know, in the last 24 hours. But overall, yeah, I mean, there's still 12 days for the competition. So, you know, we still have a chance to be in the top 10. We're going to do, let's see if we do get that volatility in those levels respected on Bitcoin, because, yeah, we're not getting much movements on, unfortunately. You know, it's summertime. People are bored. People are in the beach or wherever. And just the last 6 days have been absolutely flat. So yeah, guys, it is what it is. What we're gonna do about it? It's absolutely crazy how Geo is saying here, I lost almost my entire retirement on FTX. I mean, this is the thing. Stay extremely cautious in putting, or you know, your entire portfolio base. You cannot do that, guys. No matter how good the exchange is, no matter how good the return is, I will not put more than 10% on bots or lending platforms or whatever, no matter how good, even though it's run by Elon Musk or, you know, the whoever, the president of, you know, the United States. It doesn't matter. You can not trust these you know, cryptos here for decentralization, and no matter how good this looks, you know, I am going to deploy some capital. I'm going to go even up to 10% of my portfolio into these bots. I'm going to deploy today $10 more thousand dollars more, and you know, I will be adding it if I feel comfortable. Next month, you know, it'll probably be another $10,000. Build it up to 30, 40, 50k in the next couple of months. If the returns, and do a bit of compounding, right? This can grow into 100k or 200k in a matter of 6 months, guys. You know, this is the power of compound. The good thing about these bots, guys, you can compound the gains, right? For the moment, it's been providing really good returns. And what I'm going to do to compound it, I'm going to add more of my stable coins, of course, but I will be adding this to the bot again. So we need to close the bot every 5-10 days, you know, depending on the returns, and add it to the bot, add it to the capital. Open a new bot, add to the capital, new bot, add to the capital. If you compound, so there is a scale where you can get the average percentage that you can have. You know, it's something like, if you do compound $2,000, if it gives you a return of 1% every single day, but you add it every single day to that 1% to the $2,000, you know, something after a year, you could have $1 million. That's the power of compounding, okay? Of course, this is why, you know, I'm going to close, add it, and I'm going to be talking about these bots for the next several months, because hey, if it works, it works. So far, it is working. I've got a friend here also that is adding. You know, he's going a bit more larger than me, and I'm saying, okay, you know, I'm happy to add up to 10%, and what best exchange to do it, you know, in Bybit. If Kraken also, you know, I really trust Kraken. Kraken and Bybit are for me, the two top exchanges that I have full trust in them. If one of them goes down in the next coming years, well, it is what it is, right? You know, at the end of the day, I'm not having my entire, you know, retirement in there, guys. You should not do that. You know, reading this about Geo, you know, it makes, you know, I'm heartbroken for you, my man. You know, heartbroken. You don't never put more than, not, you know, 10% of your entire portfolio. I know the gains are attractive. I know the gains can be attractive because of, you know, the APR, because of lending, but don't do it, because this exchange can disappear. And then you need to go to court, you need to call lawyers, you know, and it might take years or even decades till you get anything back, or even, yeah, maybe you won't get anything back ever. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. You know, I'm happy to deploy some of this capital. I know a lot of you cannot deploy, you know, 10k or even 5k on these bots, but I'm sharing with you what I am doing, of course. No financial advice. If you are interested in doing it, you can do it. I have full trust on Bybit. I like them. The returns are good. Almost 1% per day. It is working. So if you are interested in doing it, you know, you have the link down below in the description. If you want also, you get a $30,000 worth of bonus. It is the Bybit exchange right there. And it's as easy as just doing this, basically. Going to tools and going to trading bot and just activating the grid bot, okay, in neutral. I have it in neutral at the moment. You can go long or short. I guess if the market is in an uptrend, you know, you would go on long and it probably gives you better returns. I got it on neutral as the market is relatively flat, so it gets into multiple shorts and longs. But yeah, I mean, you know, today I will be deploying more capital and obviously updating you with the bots, guys. But come on, almost 1% per day. Bring it on. You know, I'm going to compound this and forget about trading. You know, maybe this bot is going to outperform my trading gains. It is almost kind of there. Almost kind of there. You know, I was explaining to the community, you know, my percent gains on average on, you know, trading is in between 5 and 20%. So if I make 10% after 1 month of my trading capital, trading, I'm very happy. You know, that is, you know, 20% is a very good month for me. I'm not going to make 50% of my trading capital in 1 month, guys. You know, that's not my style of trading. I'm conservative. I get into very selective trades. So yeah. Compound interest calculator, that's my thing, says Mark Dirch. Absolutely, yeah. Compound interest calculator site, yeah, that's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, compound interest, the magic of that is just absolutely crazy. You can do this with this bot. With my experience though, I have tested bots, I have you know, and in time they usually kind of fail. I want to believe that with AI, Bybit will be updating the bots every month or every few months if they do fail, right? A grid bot is always needs to work, basically. A grid bot is basically a huge amount of shorts on top of the price and a huge amount of longs beneath the price, right? So they kind of, you know, with sideways market, it's kind of a winning strategy. So the bots always, it has its own risk management. Bots that I've tested, usually with times, after several months, they too kind of fail. The returns go down, they suddenly go flat, and they just don't give you that, you know, but that's with my experience with other bots. Maybe this one, they'll be updating it, it will work. Who knows? This is why the channel is here for, you know, not only for trading, it's also if there's new stuff and new investment opportunities, we're going to talk about them, of course. Of course we are. Let's do some crypto technical analysis, shall we? Not talk about the bots anymore. Andy, you think RLB is good? AG, let's take a look at that. RLB, what is that one? RLB. Roll Bitcoin. Roll Bitcoin. It's on the Solana blockchain. I have no idea about this one. I got to be honest. No idea about Roll Bitcoin. It's definitely, we kind of missed the train here a little bit. Got to be honest. It's done a 10x in the last 2 months. So would I buy it here? Oof, it would have to be a really good project. We kind of missed the train on this one. At least I did. It's done almost over a 50x this year, right? Would have to do a little bit of research on this one, of course. I guess it's what's in the gaming industry, or is it movies, or experience true innovation with the highest reward program within the industry. Okay. Gates of Olympus, Wandering Red. Yeah, I would have to take a look at this. I think it looks like a platform where you are. It's probably got bots as well, or was it games? Casino, sports, NFTs. Yeah, it's got different features here. So it might be a platform where you can do more, you know, different things. We'll analyze this. We'll take a look at it. Of course, that would require a bit of research. When short H-bar says Oriel. H-bar is having a pretty interesting run up, to be honest. It's doing relatively good. H bar. We can take a look at H bar on. I wanted to talk about the DXY, guys. DXY, you know, it's still not a significant pump that we've had the last couple of days. Still, you know, it needs power. It does need power to move to much higher levels. So, is this a successful breakout? You know, for me, no. You know, there needs more price action to the upside. It could fail to break out from these highs. It is currently hitting the 7-8 from this pivot high to the pivot low. So it doesn't look great. It looks like it wants to have some more pumpy action, right? However, I'm going to give it a chance still for a corrective move. If it starts getting back in, guys, the moment it will be looking good is when you get back in here, the lower high resistance here, right? You know, this does look like a kind of a bump and run scenario. We did mention this, you know, several weeks ago, but I'm going to give it a chance. If you start correcting right now, this is going to be a good sign for Bitcoin. I think this could correct back down here to test the lows. All right, that would be a good sign for Bitcoin to get a recover. So, any advice for keeping your trading gains every month? I always end up fumbling and losing any gains within the end of the month. Only get into the highest probability trade setups. That is the, you know, I haven't done any trading for the last few days. You know, people in the legends are like, hey, what's going on? You know, when's our next trading setup? And I'm saying, hey, it's not my fault, even though we talked about one a couple of days ago, which was basically this long setup right over here to the highs. We only talk about very, very high probability setup, but it's not my fault that the market, basically, we are seeing some altcoins that are popping, you know, 20%, but they are very, you know, they're not easily predictable, okay? It's just a fact. They're not easily predictable to get into these altcoin pumps. So I can make sustained gains in Bitcoin, trading Bitcoin. I can't make sustained gains trading altcoins. I can already tell you that. So would I, you know, I don't care, you know, I don't care about this H bar pump because I know that, you know, they're very unpredictable. They're very kind of unpredictable. Sometimes they are, not going to lie. Sometimes if it's very highly probable, I would say, okay, it's a good shorting level. So, you know, say, for example, now we're breaking out very nicely. You know, we got this high. I got someone asking H bar, when is it a good short position for H bar? Well, let's talk about this on H bar. Let's talk about some potential levels. So far, we do have I was going to say a daily level here, but I prefer the highs for a failed breakout from this move. And we're going to take a look at Fibonacci right now to see if it's good level. But it might be a great short. You know, when the market pumps like this, it will reverse at some point. So the pumps are very unpredictable. So I would be looking for levels of rejection. That is more predictable here. So in the case of H bar, I got someone in the comment section saying when H bar 10x, H bar 10x from current levels. H bar I think is a great project. It's definitely one of those that, you know, can do a 10x in the next bull run. It's one of those, you know, L1s that they are going to be here, right? L1s in the top 100, I think are going to do quite good. You know, easily a 10x, 5 to 10x is very achievable. So smash the like button, guys. Petrol, hey, thanks very much. Yeah, absolutely. You know, not getting much support, not much viewers. If you smash up the like button, guys, that will be insanely appreciated. You know, the summer's been very boring. People not joining the stream. Then we can hop into Bitcoin, guys. But I think Bitcoin's very boring. Let's take a look at some altcoins altogether. Andy, I'm in long on Phantom. Up 200%, says Salim. Yeah, it is. H bar is up 200%. It's up more like 90%. Well, from the all-time low in January, is it up 200%? It's up 110% for the moment from the all-time low. So it's done a 2x basically, which is not huge. It's not huge, but it's definitely okay, of course, in a matter of 8 months. Doing a 2x in 8 months, yeah, why not? But what is a good shorting level here? Going back here to what is a good shorting level? Well, we like failed breakouts. We like liquidity grabs from a clear pivot lower high, for example, which would be this one right over here, exactly at almost 8 cents. It would be 7.8 cents. It's this high created on the 3rd of April. If we do take a look at Fibonacci, it would be nice to have some confluence there. 618 is at that level, so very interesting level right over here, guys. 618 from the pivot high. We're almost hitting it. Almost hitting it. It would be nice for that liquidity grab here. Ooh, that would be a great shorting level, no doubt. The good thing about these levels here for a short, guys, is, you know, what I can take a look at some multiple different examples. On a masterclass, we did talk about a great shorting level on Chainlink on the lower time frames. And let me just get this box out of the way. But. Yeah, it was basically this short right over here. Yeah, I remember it was Russ, one of the legends basically in the legends community, was asking me, you know, hey Andy, is this a good shorting opportunity right over here, right on Chainlink? You know, we got a few pivot lower highs. He was asking me, hey, is this a great short if we do create that failed breakout? And I said, if we create that failed breakout, yes, I would arguably discuss it's a good short because it's also at the 618 Fibonacci from this pivot high to the pivot low. Saying, okay, I like it. However, if it blasts through, I would be looking to the next Fibonacci level in the last lower high, and that was this one right over here. This was exactly at around about $7.86 on Chainlink. So you're hitting 7.8 and you're getting the liquidity here and you're failing to break out. We talked about that short scenario on a Zoom call from the Legends Masterclass. And we talk about conservative targets here. I mean, this one has dropped. I don't know, was it about, 7-8% on Chainlink in a matter of a few days. So, but we're very selective with the shorts. So when the market pumps like that crazy, guys, you know, we need to assume, hey, we've missed the long position. You know, I think that's pretty clear. We've missed the long, you know. I'll be looking for shorts. We talked about this short. That would be, you know, that went crazy. That was a great shorting level. You know, basically liquidity grab above this lower high and 7.8 Fibonacci from the pivot high, pivot low. So yeah, that already happened. Just want to give you that example on this. So now taking a look at this altcoin, where is the next possible short on H bar? And keeping it simple with lower highs and Fibonacci. Let's go with the basics, okay? Let's stay simple here, and then we can go a little bit more technical. Taking a look at the volume profile, session volume profile. Overall, there is really not much volume at this range. This is just volume all the way down here as an accumulation. But yeah, basically it will have to retrace at some point, right? You could not pump, you know, like this. I mean, you could rock it a little bit more. It's pumped 40% in just a few days. So yeah, this is going to find a wall of resistance. And, you know, the closest wall of resistance that we do have here, looking at H bar, is this lower high for the liquidity grab and failed breakout. Round about 7.8 cents, okay? Really the ideal scenario. And it's the 618 Fibonacci. 618 Fibonacci is the most respected Fibonacci retracement level, okay? In all of the assets of the world, right? It's not only crypto, all of the assets of the world. It's the most respected Fibonacci number, the golden pocket, golden ratio, 618 it is. So this 618 is exactly at this level here for that liquidity grab. Now, I would be paying attention. I would set an alert just exactly at that level and potentially trade it. You know, only if we were to get that rejection here, I would trade it, okay? So we need to see the price action get above the level and not short here, I am not shorting the pump above the level, guys. I'm shorting as soon as we get rejection and we get beneath the high created on the 2nd of April, right? Which is at that 7.8 cent level. Soon as price gets beneath the level, then yeah, I will sniper short that level, and I would have very good risk management. Stop loss above the high created. So that is what I do see here. Get that altcoin bonus, possible shorting scenario. Where is the take profit zone? Well, we'll have to analyze that situation. But so we've got the shorting possible trigger here. We don't know the stop loss because we need to create the high. But let's take a look at the possible target levels here. I mean, the volume profile is not giving us much here. I mean, there is a large spike on the volume profile, no doubt here, exactly at the 6 cent level, 6.1 cents. So no doubt, I mean, we do have the highs here. This has been providing resistance. This point of control has been providing rejection. So no doubt that would be a take profit zone here on H bar. If you're shorting 7.8 cents, 6 cents is an acceptable take profit level. And that's a 20% drop. You know, you're using a bit of leverage here. You know, you can make some crazy gains. You don't need to go 20x or 50x, okay? Just by using 5x, you could already make 100% gains on this potential move and be very defensive. As soon as you get some profits, protect position, right? Lower your stop loss. Manage your risk very well, guys. If you don't manage risk, you will burn your account. You will lose funds. I got someone asking, you know, what advice would you give? You know, because I am making gains, but I am burning my gains. Just getting to high probability trade setups. I prefer no trading than actually random trading, because random trading is just they're gonna take my liquidity. I haven't been doing trading here inside of this range, but I have my gains that I made from this pump from the 7th of August to the 9th of August. You know, those gains are still there. I didn't get into this short because, yeah, basically, you know, I just wasn't around to get into this short position. Well, I was doing a Zoom call, actually. We did provide this on the Zoom. I just didn't get in. You know, I was very much... I know someone in the Legends didn't get in, which is Marcel. It was basically the back test of this SFP level, right? I don't know why I didn't get into the short, actually, you know, but I was in the Zoom call live with the Legends. Some of the Legends did get into the short scenario there of the masterclass. Some people did get into this short. But yeah, I don't mind missing the short. If some of the Legends can get into the short and I haven't, I'm only just going to be happy for them. Oriel, you're very welcome, my man. Asking about H-bar. Can we get the likes up to the same level as the views? Hit the like button. Yeah, exactly. That would be absolutely awesome. That would be great, guys. If we could get the likes to 236, that would be, yeah, really nice. You know, very much appreciated. And hopefully you're having a wonderful day and a wonderful year. And God bless you. Are you earning a living, Andy? Are you earning a living out of, you know, trading and different, not only trading, I have multiple different sources of income. And I'm testing one that could be very good. You know, I will be talking about this live. You know, I'm going to deploy up to easily $50,000 on this bot, okay? And this, you know, it's kind of almost at my trading returns. You know, I don't make, very rarely I would make 30% of my trading capital in 1 month, guys. Very rarely. If this bot makes, you know, it's almost at 1%. So it's very, very kind of at my monthly return rate. But this is going to be another, you know, source of income that I'm going to be working on, right? These bots. This is automatic. It's almost 1% a day, which is absolutely crazy. You know, there's no such thing as something giving you 1% a day sustainably. I mean, this is the thing. These bots might fail with time. So far, so good. I'm going to do a bit of compounding. And, yeah, I mean, you know, this, you know, with about 50K, it can give you $250 per day on average. Yeah, there's some pretty crazy numbers, huh? That is some pretty crazy numbers. And I just wanted to show the bots here from my friend that just opened it a few days ago. He opened a $50,000 bot, and it's giving an average of $250 per day. You know, hey, $250 a day as a passive income, you know, that is nice. That is nice. If you can add up that to another, you know, income sources, then that is brilliant. You know, I'm adding that to my trading, to my analysis. Why not add a bot? Are you making a living? So what is that? Bit weird on 50K on a platform. Yeah, I mean, Bybit has been live since 2018. They have provided that their liquidity is real. They're not doing fishy stuff, you know, with the liquidity. This is a trading bot. So basically your funds are inside of the bot, you know, making those trades. They don't get the money and you know, and lend it to someone and then expect a return and pay. You know, it's not a pyramid scheme, right? I fully trust Bybit, gotta be honest, you know, and you know, if I put 50K in this, you know, it's not going to be more than 10% of my portfolio. Okay, so if, you know, at the end of the day, it's a risk that I am willing to put into the platform. You know, if I lose 50K, it's not going to be the end of the world for me. Okay, obviously each one of you need to put what you can, you know, you can lose, basically, right? That you would be happy, you're not happy, but you wouldn't be like, oh my goodness, this has been my life savings, you know, my life has been destroyed because Bybit has collapsed and I had all of my, you know, retirement funds there. Just like I got someone in the comment section, I lost almost all of my retirement funds on FTX collapse last year. Come on, you cannot do that. You cannot put that much capital in these platforms, no matter how good they are. Never, ever, ever, no matter how good the returns or how bad the returns are, and how, you know, the track record that they have, it doesn't matter, guys. Don't never put ever more than 10% of your portfolio. I know no one's going to listen anyway, because you do what you want. I'll be very well set off, guys. You know, if I put 50K here and then those 50K disappear, it's you know, it's going to be a little pinch in my portfolio. It's so just manage your risk very well. I will be putting another 10K today here. I'm going to slowly see the returns and compound, and I will be posting about this bot almost every single day on the live streams. I think it's great, guys. Enough with these bots, sir. Please, TA Valentino. Crack on. Yeah, I like that. I need some comments with attitude. Enough with these bots, sir. Please, TA on Bitcoin. Okay, let's do some TA on Bitcoin. Andy, can you check out Balancer for your strongest mod? Hey, absolutely. Why not? Yeah, sorry. I've got people asking about the bots in the comment section, so we need to talk about them, guys. They need to be talked about. Calm down. We're going to do some TA now. TA, price is boring, guys. It's the summer. Price is going sideways. Come on, we need to talk about the bots. Super chatos, hermanos. Thank you. Yes. Let's talk about that right away. Thanks for the $10, Scotty. Come on, you're my mod. I don't want you. I will give you those $10 back, okay? Thanks for the $10 super chat, by the way. But yeah, let's take a look at Balancer. Balancer is, what's the ticker symbol? BAL. Yeah, let's take a look at BAL right away. Is that looking at the project or looking at TA? I would assume coming from the mods. Yeah, this is I remember exploring this project, and I think this was a great DeFi project, no doubt. But let's go with Balancer technical analysis right away for my strongest mod. And let's add, whoa, this one's dropped significantly and is at very interesting low levels. Let's get another chart here. I mean, this is on Coinbase. Let's go with Binance to take a look at more data. Yeah, this one's got absolutely crushed. Absolutely crushed. Yeah, I would assume that Balancer, one of the first crypto exchanges, was Binance, maybe to list Balancer. Let's confirm right away here with CoinGecko anyway. Get Balancer. It is on BitGet, but yeah, recently Binance, see, CoinSpit. Let's take a look at Balancer on. I just want the one with the most data, and yeah, I think we would have to go with Binance. It's at all-time lows, you would arguably discuss, right? If we do take a look at CoinGecko here at the data, let me just quickly go here. Yeah, I mean, it's at extreme low levels, no doubt. Technical analysis on this one. I mean, the ideal scenario, no doubt, would be, I mean, we could fail to move down from this low and get the bounce, right? I mean, there's two interesting low levels here. And yeah, no doubt you could assume that this low is going to be tested. But maybe a bounce from this low is likely, where you can create that failed breakout from this low. I mean, it would definitely be a very much valid setup, okay? We love creating, you know, swing failure patterns, testing the lows or testing the highs. They are so effective. And right now, we're just basically a couple of cents in testing the lows here from June. So no doubt that we could test that low. We're just about, yeah, like I said, we're just about 4 cents away from testing that low. So a test of this low and a recovery, you know, could be a possible great long opportunity on Balancer. And, you know, your clear target would be the $5 range. So you would be looking for that kind of classic double bottom and come and test the highs of the neckline, right? That's the possible setup that I do see here on Balancer. So create that classic double bottom scenario. You would be ideal to get the low taken from June. So take the low. Once you take the low and get above the low from June, you got the trigger right there. And these are, you know, really, really high probability trade setup, and you can manage your risk very well. Of course, if you slice through this low, we could aim to the lows here from June of 2022, over a year low. I mean, there is another low right there on the way. There is another low here actually on the way. So let's talk about this low here for my strongest mod. If we slice through, we got, you know, you just need to pay attention on what is going to happen in the next coming days on this one on Balancer. Because if this low is going to get the bounce, if it's not going to get the bounce, and we're coming down to the next low level, which is this one from the lows of July of 2022. This is exactly at $3.98. Maybe that low is going to be taken. So if we don't swing failure pattern basically from this low, I would look for this low for a swing failure pattern, okay? So we just need to be ready for the price to get beneath the level and then back up the level. That is your trigger point, okay? And no doubt that it would be a swing trade. This is the daily chart, so it might take several days to come all the way back up here to the $5. but it's definitely a really nice swing trade, no doubt. So create that low, create the SFP, stop at the lows, and I would be targeting this high over here. It's just a classic possible double bottom scenario right there. And we could go higher, but come on, you know, this is already a really nice pump of 20%. So could make some really nice gains with a little bit of leverage here. Easy setup, easy, simple setup with good risk management is that one right over there, guys. You know, how good is that? How good is that? Let me just go through the comment section. Yeah, first take profit at the point of control. I mean, this is on Binance. I'm not sure if this would be really reliable for the point of control. Point of control here on Binance is at $6. It would make sense if we were to create a double bottom here. You know, this might be a kind of an Adam and Eve double bottom scenario after the SFP, no doubt. And yeah, I mean, the target of the double bottom would be the width. So on Binance, we have the point of control here at $6. This is a trade that will take maybe a couple of weeks, eh? It's definitely a swing trade. You know, you could be ambitious. I would lock up 50% profit at the $4 and then, you know, be defensive. You're in a free trade, stop loss at break even, and look for that $6 to be claimed. Could be easily a double bottom. Yeah, no doubt. Looks pretty good. I like it. You can manage your risk very well on this setup. You know, if your stop losses hit, you know, you're looking for minor losses. And how can how can this be a minor loss? Andy, please explain. And this is what a lot of people need to know about this education. You know, when we're talking about these kind of targets of 4-to-1 risk to reward, for example, you know, you're not looking to double your account with this trade. So this risk management that you're having is got to be 1% of your account, for example. You're risking 1% to gain 4%, right? You cannot look for gaining 50% of your account here. No, you're risking too much. You're risking too much. That means that you're risking here 15% as a stop loss. You could not have these trading ideas. These are absolutely crazy trading ideas. Don't trade like this. You will burn your accounts. You know, you cannot manage your risk like this. You're looking to gain 50% of your account here. Yes, some trades will happen, okay? You will make some trades like this, but you're getting into very bad habits and you will not make sustainable gains in time. It's just simple. It's, trading is such a trap for people. It's such a trap. It's very attractive. You can make huge gains in a matter of hours, right? You can get trapped into that hype. But it's how it works. They want to trap all of these noobs, all of these people that could not manage their risk and make sustainable gains with time. Like I said, I cannot double an account in 1 month, guys. I cannot do it. I make, in average of, a 10-15%, it would be my average returns a month with trading from my trading capital. Not even 50%. It's just not real. It's not sustainable in time. It does not happen. Yeah, stay cautious, guys. You need to manage your risk. So this would be a trade that might take 2 weeks, right? You might get into the long, you're risking 1%, but you can gain 4% in 2 weeks, maybe. 4% in 2 weeks, bring it on from your capital. Bring it on, but you're risking 1%, right? This is the mentality, this is the risk management that you need to have. Most of the people won't pay attention. Most of the people will risk more. Most of the people want to make more gains. 4%, yeah, screw you. I'm, scared money don't make money. Well, good luck with that. Scared money, maintains money, can make slowly consistent profit. Not scared money will lose all the money, basically. Guys and girls, Please don't forget to smash up the like button. Yes, exactly, guys. I think people are forgetting. We're almost at 200 likes, guys. 200 likes. If we get 230, I think 250 likes in the next 1 minute, I'm going to take a look at your favorite altcoin. Which is your favorite altcoin? I don't know. Let's ask the community. Start a Q&A. Start a poll. Next TA. Next TA altcoin, guys. Next TA crypto. Let's take a look. Let's make a poll here. Next TA crypto. Shall we say Ethereum? Let's go with Solana. Adoption. What else? What else? What else? Phantom. FTM. And then let's put gold. Yeah, it's not a crypto, so next TA on. There we go. Ask the community. I'm asking the community right now. ADA, Ethereum, Phantom, RUNE. We'll take a look at some of them. So with $1,000 trade with 4% is $40 in 2 weeks. Why in the hell would I trade this way? I can better go to real working somewhere. Real working. I mean, yeah, obviously. Hey, you are not made for trading. I am sorry. You know, I've tried multiple different things. I've done really bad risk management. So with $1,000, hey, listen here. Listen, this is how you need to build your trading capital first. Don't expect you're going to make a living with $1,000 in your trading account. Come on, this is not going to happen. Sorry to say, I need to say with you, hey, if you think you're going to make a living out of trading with $1,000 in your account, hey, that is not going to happen, okay? What you can do is continue with your 9-to-5 job, get into high profitable trading, setups, build up your trading account to $2,000 in the next couple of months. Then from $2,000, build it to $4,000 in a few months. And then $4,000 to $8,000, then $8,000 to $16,000, then $16,000 to $32,000. And you can build that up in just a matter of 2 years. If you don't know how to make it like that, I'm sorry to tell you, yeah, go ahead and risk much more on your account. I can already tell you, you are going to burn those $1,000 or $2,000. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. Let me get the crystal ball, and I've got the crystal ball here, and tell you what your future is going to look like if you don't trade like this. Yeah, you're going to lose your money already. I don't need a crystal ball to tell you. Your money will be lost if you don't manage your risk like this. Okay, it is not sustainable in time. You will get stopped out many times. I get stopped out many times. It happens, but I manage my risk very well. This is why it doesn't hurt. If you don't, you're going to get stopped out a couple of times, and you're basically going to say, I've lost 50% of my trading account already. What's happened? Well, you didn't manage your risk. Scotty, thank you very much for the insane support. Sometimes I need to be hard with people, guys. Why would I trade like this? I might as well get a job. Yeah, well, hey, you're not gonna make a living with $1,000. Come on, be realistic. Try and build up that $1,000 first. Then we can talk about trading for a living. Hey, what can I say? I make, I can pay all of my bills and rent and everything with my trading capital. However, I want more. I got more sources of income, and it's just once more, if you can make 10K a month or 15K a month, why not try and make 30K a month or 50K or 100K, right? It's just growing and growing with other sources of income, right? It feels crazy just to stop at 10K a month, 20K a month, just grow. If you can make 100K a month, we're going for $100,000 a month. whether that is with, you know, trading and, you know, bots or affiliate marketing or, you know, different, you know, buying apartments and getting, you know, the rent every single month and adding it to your income sources, right? But you just want to make more and more, right? Some people just have a small amount. It's hard. Yeah, no doubt. It is very hard. Hey, I was trading with an account of about, it was about $10,000, $10,000 to $12,000 in 2019. Okay? I have over a $50,000 account in trading, and it's all gone up to 100K. You know, I'm in between those levels for the trading account. And the gains can be relatively good at the end of the month, right? You know, you make the math. You know, if it's in between 10 and 20% on average, you know, you can make 10K a month, approximately on average, 15K a really good month. So that is really good. You know, not many people in the world make, you know, 10K a month, or, you know. So I was trading back in 2019. In 2017, obviously, I was trading with $1,000 or $2,000. When I was starting off, those accounts got burnt, obviously. But in, well, hey, look at Toaster here. I started with $50 4 years ago. Now it's $42,000. I mean, that is absolutely really phenomenal. I'm not sure how real is this, but yeah, absolutely. You know, you know, if you found the growth on that, you know, I can tell you my story. I lost 1K, says Shady Forever. Yeah, I mean, this is it happens. For some people, 1K is a lot of money. For some people, it's not that much. But overall, for the average Joe, it is, you know, $1,000 is some, you know, it's a wage, right? It could be a monthly wage. So, mask analysis, please. Yeah, we can take a look at that in just a second. But yeah, like I said, I'm just telling you my story. I was trading with about 10, 12K account back in 2019, and I was trying to be, I was already being consistent, all right? But I lost my temper one month, you know, and I burnt 4 months of trading gains, which was just over $10,000, you know, and also part of my trading account, you know, making a total of $19,000. So I lost gains of 4 months, and I lost some of my capital, and I was like, I almost, you know, it was absolutely really bad. You know, it happened, you know, I got into a really bad risk management stage, or into a very bad swing trade, and it was just a bad decision. And this happens, of course, if you don't manage your risk very well. And I was very good in trading. I was, you know, very good in maintaining those gains and making those gains every month. And I'm like, wow, you know, I was over the moon making, you know, over $10,000 in profits, right? In a matter of a few months. And I was like, wow, you know, this is happening. It is real. You know, I'm making much more than my 9-to-5 job every single month. I'm so excited. This is me, the new future. And no matter if in less than a week, I burnt my gains, and it was absolutely crazy. I was like, oh my goodness, the world came, you know, on top of me. And I was like, okay, what did I do wrong? And, you know, it was simple. It was risk management. I didn't manage my risk well. I got into a very bad swing trade habit of you know, trying to add up to the position, you know, it's just not going to happen. I would add up to a position if it's in the zone. I will always have a stop loss, and I will never let it be more than 3% of my capital. Never, ever. Because that week in 2019 was my worst trading week, you know, that I ever had. And it was, you know, it was painful. It was very painful. And yeah, it is what it is. You know, it needs to be said. I got my vein there, you know. It's like, remember that day, you know, that day. Pepe just broke down. My first account in 2017, I blew it up in one night. I did forgot stop loss. Yeah, Toaster. What's going on with Pepe? Pepe just broke down. Well, it's kind of moving down. What's going on with Pepe? Yeah, very hard for these. Broke down from this mini range. Pepe looking interesting here. Let's take a look at Pepe on Bybit, shall we? Probably got a bit of volume there. Pepe is on a tether perpetual. Bybit. Oh, it's not. You cannot trade Pepe on Bybit. Are you serious? Only on spot? You got a big, nice volume range here on Pepe, exactly at point. I mean, I'm not going to do analysis on this. Come on, I'm not going to be going through the numbers. It's just not worth it for me. I'm not doing any Pepe trading myself. It's not going to happen. But I like these lows right there. Looking at the 1 hourly time frame, you know, you could definitely hold these lows. Get that liquidity grab. We love liquidity grabs above highs and lows, guys. They are just great for trading. They are great for trading. They happen all the time. You claim some highs, you drop. You claim this high, you drop. So we got some really nice lows right there. You know, with the large wall of volume, you know, at the very end. You could arguably discuss it's the value area low of this trading range. So no doubt that, yeah, this low should hold, no doubt. You could claim that liquidity beneath this level and get the bounce. You know, I would be interested in a swing failure pattern basically from these lows on Pepe for a bounce, no doubt. That is the 132 level. I wish I was in that zone of consistency, working and learning in progress. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. We cannot be too ambitious and greedy. And in my case, I know a lot of people are building up their accounts or trying to do so, and I can afford to be months without trading, basically, right? But I don't mind being a few days without trading. I like very high probability trade setups, just like the one that I got in just a few days ago on the 7th of August. You know, this long trade was absolutely golden, you know. And if the price action, I mean, obviously this was a good short as well. Obviously, this was a good short. But, and you know, the short was just moving down, so you could still be in that short position. I've closed my long and shorts that I did have. You know, I'm in no trade right now on Bitcoin. Happy with the profits here that I have had from the trading of the last few days. So I'm in no trade right now on Bitcoin, basically on Bybit. So I closed them, right? Was in the long, in a short. But if I'm getting into a very boring, choppy action price for the last few days, I don't mind doing no trading. You know, I'm not going to randomly try and guess where we're going. I want to see some lows taken or some highs taken. And yeah, very boring price action. Aditya, thanks for joining. Does this bot have a specific name? Does this bot have a specific name? What bot? Is it the trading bot on Bybit? This is a great stream. Simon Jones, thanks for doing it with fewer views, figures than normal. It's just great hearing about your experiences in crypto and trading. Simon Jones, hey, thank you very much. Yeah, Simon Jones is in the Legends community. I know we've had a few days of boring price action, and you know, a lot of the people in the Legends as well, you know, people get frustrated because a lot of people want, you know, multiple trades a day, right? And sometimes, yeah, we do have Sam, another coach, that is talking about different information as well. But sometimes we have boring price action. You know, this was the latest one. It was a setup provided just, you know, a couple of days ago, basically on Friday. Setup happened on Saturday, but then this happened, and now what is the next thing, right? We've just got very, very boring range, unfortunately. We just need to get out of this zone, right? Claim some lows or claim some highs and get into the next setup. People are getting impatient, right? But yeah, Simon, thank you very much. Yeah, just sharing a little bit of what's happened with my trading career the last few years. And I can already tell you, I was not making a living out of trading back in 2019. I still had my 9-to-5 job. I was building a great portfolio. I was starting to be consistent. I burnt my gains and some of my trading capital because of bad risk management, a bad decision, bad swing trading. Learned very much from that, and never got into that bad scenario ever again for the last 4 years. Could it happen? Very unlikely. I learned very, very hard. I learned the hard way, and that is not going to happen. You know, I'm basically not going to lose 50% of my trading capital in a swing trade. It's just not going to happen. Or burn, you know, 4 months worth of gains. You know, it's just unlikely to happen. It hasn't happened in 4 years now. Unlikely to happen. You know, I won't lose my temper, and I won't take bad decisions. You just learn very well. So stay cautious, guys. Maintain those consistent small gains. Never get too greedy. You know, when you start thinking about doubling your account in just 2 trades, you know, what is your stop loss from that trade? You know, it's going to be big. Stop loss is big if you're trying to double your account in a matter of 2 trades. So be humble, stay consistent with small profits. Yeah. News today: Europe just approved first ETF. Come on, are you kidding? You kidding? Bitcoin ETF? Michael Burry in the short. He's been shorting for years now. So let's just not talk about this anymore, because he's been shorting since I started in crypto, which was 6 years ago. So anyway, Bitcoin ETF, Europe. Okay, Bitcoin, Europe's first Bitcoin spot ETF has officially launched. Oh, wow, it has. That is crazy. I'm gonna retweet this. That is some pretty, I mean, it would be even better in the US, but wow, yeah, this is, so first Europe spot ETF has been approved in Amsterdam. Euronext, yeah, hey, Mark Dutch, you should know some of this. We got Mark Dutch, one of our strongest moderator, if not the strongest. You got this, I have no idea. Euronext Amsterdam Exchange has first approved the first Bitcoin spot ETF. Spot ETF needs to be backed by real Bitcoin. This is not a futures ETF. This is a spot ETF. So hey, no doubt there is institutional big money, you know, there, and probably billions of dollars are going to start be pouring into Bitcoin in the next coming days, couple of weeks, few months. So this is actually very, very, very important news. Europe's first Bitcoin ETF, all breaking. So we got Michael Burry shorting, and then we got, you know, bullish news. How crazy is that? Big. Right. Also back in the stream, some TA on H-bar. Yeah, back in the stream we did some H-bar technical analysis. Okay, so we are talking about setups and technical analysis. Thank you, Mark Dutch. Balance USDT, go back into the stream. Great TA from Andy on Balancer. Hey, thank you very much. Very, you know, simple. I mean, I think that the best setup here that we do have on Balance is longing, you know, because we can't short down here, even though we do drop, you know. It's just, I think, you know, best on the short. But Ray looks like a double bottom here on Balancer. That must have been about 10 minutes ago. We also did H bar. We do have a possible shorting scenario on H bar, and that is, of course, yeah, around about this 7.8 cent level. It would be nice to claim this high over here. Would be the ideal scenario. Claim this lower high. Could it front run the level? Could we get rejection from this level? Absolutely yes, it is possible. However, it's the best level that we do have here, because we do have the 618 Fibonacci. Not extremely technical, and we are seeing some fancy indicators, but I like it. Just seeing if we do have a monthly level or a weekly level. No, we don't have much. Yeah. Right. Thank you, Andy. I think that you are the best, says Philip Collin. Hey, wow. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not the best, but I'm just an average Joe that has been in the markets several years. Like I said, I've been doing technical analysis just over 6 years ago, and in crypto 5 years ago, right? So I got in the exact bear market startings in 2018, and that's you know, I made some really nice capital during the during that cycle. Yeah, Ardy is saying they are the most boring weeks. These are the most boring weeks in trading since I joined the market in 2021. Yeah, very true. We've got some very boring weeks. There are some altcoins popping, but they're very unpredictable, pumpy actions here, guys. Okay, so there's nothing to do with that. If you want those trading updates, guys, and setups, I know it has been boring, but we do have the Legends community where we do provide that information every single day. Okay, we talk about setups, possible scenarios. The latest one obviously being that one right over here where we talked about that long setup here, explaining the situation here for the possible setup on Bitcoin, on, you know, basically this long ride over here. So we're talking about the risk management. This happened on Saturday. So there was a really nice setup that, you know, basically happened. We had a $400 pump, like we mentioned here on Friday. But right now, the last few days have just been very, very choppy up and down here. Very boring. And altcoin pops are just very unpredictable, okay? This is why, yes, H-bar is pumping. We're getting ready for a short, guys. You know, the best thing here is to set an alert on H-bar. And I would be very cautious on H-bar to see a rejection here at the 7.8 cent level. Would be happy to short it. Because the pump, yeah, we've missed the long. So let's get in the short. Andy, can you check out RUNE for the community? Absolutely, we can take a look at RUNE. So a lot of people are saying Ethereum or Solana. Let's take a look at some. Let's take a look at some RUNE. Let's take a look at RUNE instead of Ethereum, shall we? Let's take a look at some altcoins. Loading up bots, says MM. MM is finally getting into the bots. Yeah, of course. Hey, no financial advice, guys. You know, they are working. I could, you know, got some friends that are getting into the bots, and they're putting some interesting capital inside of the bots, of course. You know, this is providing $250 a day on average. I mean, it's only been active for 3 days, but I can already tell you with the numbers, with the percentage, it is very much real, okay? You know, my bot is also giving an average of 1% per day. You know, slightly less. It's more like 0.7, 0.8. But, yeah, I mean, this has been for 10 days. It's almost at 10% on average. 8.3. So, yeah, it's not 10, you know, like I said, 0.7, 0.8% on average returns per day, which is pretty crazy. So, we got MM here saying, you know, feel happy to share the bots. You know, I did see someone in the comment section, hey Andy, I activated those bots, they're doing pretty good. Sometimes, you know, if you have that spare capital, which I do have, I will be, you know, this is something to add up. Some people don't want to trade. Some people want some things that are automatic. And this is really, really good, guys. You know, if you want to set this bot, it is super simple. You just go to tools and to trading bot, and you just set the grid bot. I have it in neutral, which means, you know, it's in a range where you just long and short. The risk management it's all automatic. It's as simple as 3 clicks: tools, trading bot, and grid bot. Then you go to click grid bot, and you click on activate, and that's it. Your bot is activated. These are the fees included. Once this bot is closed, this is the exact profit that you get, okay? There's no hidden fees on this, okay? You close it, this is what you get. So, yeah, guys, you know, if you haven't got a Bybit account, you know, make sure to create one. There's also a great trading bonus for derivatives trading, okay? $30,000 worth of bonus. The link is in the description. Bybit, it's one of the most trusted platforms that I am using at the moment. I really trust on Bybit. Also on Kraken. If you ask me from any other ones, so-so. So, I mean, you got an affiliate link, as you know, down below if you want to use that. Europe launches first Bitcoin ETF. Well, the price of Bitcoin hasn't moved yet because of the news. But this is definitely a long-term effect, guys. When we do take a look at Bitcoin, and analyze the situation on the halving, right? Where the halving is going to be in the next 8 months, guys. In 8 months, we have the halving. Bitcoin ETF. You know, just in right now, we do have the Bitcoin ETF. Yeah, I mean, this is huge. I mean, it's definitely Europe has launched the first Bitcoin spot ETF. Yeah, everybody's talking about it now. Obviously, we got in Twitter going crazy about this. This is very good news long term, guys. United States, it's inevitable that they're going to have to approve it at some point, whether that is this year or next year. It's just a matter of time that is going to happen. So, you know, what effect is this going to have? Bitcoin is pumping, probably on spot. We've got someone here. Let's take a look at BTC US dollar on. Yeah, it's not happening now. Yeah, like I said, this is not going to be a short-term probably effect, but a long-term effect. Yeah, first spot ETF approved in Europe, happening now. The US spot ETF will be approved in a matter of maybe a few months, right? It maybe not be this year, but it likely be next year. All of this is going to have a bullish effect, especially after the halving. Halving is in 8 months. People calling for Bitcoin to drop below $15,000 is coming very unreal at this point. We would have to see a Black Swan event, and be ready for that Black Swan event. Make sure to have some dollars on the sidelines, because if Bitcoin drops beneath $20,000 even, oh yes, I'm going to be buying a few Bitcoin beneath those levels if we do get that opportunity, of course. Yeah, and then obviously, you know, Bitcoin at $9,000, that is obviously a pipe dream at this moment. We would have to have a massive energy crisis or you know, a real proper Black Swan event where we're having a you know, World War III starting, right? Which would only be an opportunity at the end of the day, right? So, yeah, hopefully we are going to get that event and we can buy some cheaper Bitcoin. But it's just, we're getting close to the halving. We're having spot ETFs being approved in Europe, the first one. Come on, you know, being realistic, guys, the adoption is just starting to get crazy for the next couple of years. So yeah, news in 37 minutes. Andy, can I ask you something? Yes, absolutely. Singularity. You can ask me anything. World War III, says Petrolhead. Yes. BTC lost the 29,400 level. It's not much of a level. But, guys, yeah, I mean, like I shared, you know, I did share a video the other day about, you know, the importance of the halving, you know. Miners create 900 Bitcoin per day. That is still, you know, it's not much, but it is a lot. It's going to be cut in half, you know, in April, May, where there could be a few days of difference. April, May of 2024, going down to 450 Bitcoin per day. So, yeah. You're literally hoping we do get that event, World War III. No. A Black Swan event, not World War III. I don't want nothing bad for humanity. But maybe like a credit crunch or something like, you know, out of 2008. Yeah, of course, a lot of people lost jobs. But come on, we need to be, you know, we need to look for different things. You know, I never said that. I'm saying a Black Swan event, something that gets the price of Bitcoin to come down quite a lot so we can buy cheap. Not World War III event. Come on, hey, stop it. I did not say that. Yeah. Fawning Falls, yeah. Hey, nuclear holocaust and all but main takeaway is to get cheap magic internet money. What a statement. Get lost. Maybe Biden falling off a cliff. Shouldn't laugh about that, but yeah, you know, that would be a Black Swan event probably. World War III enjoyer, come on, you guys. I said a Black Swan event, not World War III. But if it were to be an event, of course, the price would drop. Yeah. So, shall we take a look at Chainlink? Let's take a look at Chainlink right away. Yeah. RUNE. Okay, RUNE. Sorry, let's take a look at RUNE. Yeah, RUNE was also one that Scotty told me too. Scotty, need to go. Thanks, Andy. You're very welcome, Scotty. Thanks for joining the stream. Let's take a look at RUNE right away. Shall we take a look at that on the Bybit charts? Why not? RUNE has been popping like crazy the last few days. So, is it ready? Is it ready? Let's take a look at another chart where we do have more price data, such as Binance. Yeah, I mean, looks pretty good. RUNE looks pretty good. RUNE looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Let's get the logarithmic chart out of the way. Oh yeah, I mean, there's something curious here. I did put a magnet on this lower high trend line. It looks like that the kind of the bottom is in, right? It looks like a bottom formation here. RUNE is, you know, one of the leading cryptos and interoperability, right? Where you can actually exchange cryptos from different blockchains. This is the golden thing about RUNE, right? Thorchain. They have interoperability. You can send Solana, Ethereum, ERC20, BC20, you know, the BNB chain, which is BRC20. All these different cryptos on the different blockchains, you know, can be swapped on Thorchain network. So that is something that is, you know, they are the leading ones. There are, of course, some other cryptos that do, other blockchains that do that, but Thorchain is kind of the number one. Anyway, let me go quickly through Singularity here. I got his super chat on on this. Okay, so a girl I like is not replying me to my text. Okay, let's go. Let them haters hate, says Barber Trader. Okay, yeah, exactly. So Singularity, what's going on? Let me give you a hand. You know, no financial advice, no girlfriend, you know, no dating or trying to basically try and get a girl to like you. Financial advice, you would say. But let's give you a hand here. Let's give you a hand. What should I do? Has this happened to you before? Oh my goodness, you gotta love these streams. So we've got Singularity. He is asking for love advice, basically. No financial advice, love advice. There's no advice here on the channel of any type, especially not love advice. Hey, come on. You know, I've done okay in my love life. You know, I'm obviously not going to brag about it, but I've done okay. So I could have done better, no doubt. I know Mark Dutch, he's an absolute machine. You probably want this advice from Mark Dutch. He is the one. Thanks for the super chat. Love advice from Andy. Yeah, love advice. You want to ask Mark Dutch for the love advice. He's an absolute love machine. You know, I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, let's just leave it that way. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to talk about Mark's love, you know, situations in the comment section. Too bad I have to go now, says Mark Dutch. Yeah. What should I do? You know, I think what I used to do is not chat to her, you know, anymore. If I've sent her a message and I don't get any reply, then I'll be a few days without saying anything. You know, I'm not going to chase her. You know, don't chase her because she'll. I always thought that, right? You know. Yeah, I'm thinking right now about the situation. I'm trying to help you, buddy. I'm trying to help you, but yeah, I'm not the best guy because I fucked up in the past, you know, many times, you know. But the best advice would be, you know, if you're trying to send her a few messages and she's not answering, stop sending her messages, right? Don't send any more. Give it a few days. She'll probably come back saying, hey, why didn't you reply me? Or why didn't you continue sending me messages? I don't know. I suck at love. Come on. Right, let's take a look at RUNE anyway. Yeah, if we do connect this lower high resistance trend line, you know, it's kind of, we've broken out from a multi-year lower high resistance trend line here. And this is when the market is starting to, you know, RUNE has started to pick up here. This lower high is from the all-time high and the next macro lower high. So it's a high from May of 2021 and this one here in October of 2021, right? So from May to October of 2021. November, actually. Kind of breaking out here. Very, very strong bottom formation. I think RUNE is a great crypto to have in the portfolio. I think it can reach all-time high in the next cycle. It's one of those L1 blockchain projects that I think will hit all-time high. Not all of them will hit all-time high, but I think RUNE is one of them that can. So a 10x is very, very much achievable. Last time Andy was in Rome, everyone was asking who is that? Who's this guy in white next to Andy? Tell me, Sandra, cool crypto. Sorry, hook me up in Discord, says Mark Dutch. Yeah, you wanna ask Mark Dutch for love advice. He will give you the best love advice you will get, no doubt. Same here, but we got other better things than love. Yeah, exactly. Same here, says Smokey DN. Yeah. We're talking about crypto. Come on. Like I said, Mark Dutch is the guy. You can hook him, DM him on Discord. All right, I keep it in mind. Thanks, man, says Singularity X. Come on. How crazy can this be? A crypto channel talking about love, giving love advice. Let's make it a reality show. We've got Scotty as well. You can ask Scotty. She's definitely much better than me in giving love advice. Yeah. Scotty, it's not that easy. I'm too weak, but thanks for the advice. Sorry, I'm having a laugh here, and probably you're very, very in love with her. So let's not laugh about the situation. Hopefully Mark Dirch can help you out with that. You know, Mark Dirch, you know, he says, I like that girl. And then the next day, you know, he's actually slept with her. So it's like, hey, what the hell? He's the machine. He's the love machine. So ask him. Anyway, let's just stop with the situation now and talk about, you know, let's go with Chainlink. And let's talk crypto. And stop it. Snap out of it. Let's snap out of it. Okay, just yeah, looking at Chainlink here, looking at the last traded year on the daily chart, you know, it is kind of still creating those lower highs here on the price action. So keeping it simple is we've had a run up here to kind of the value area high of the range, right? Value area low, dipping beneath, value area high, you know, even getting above the range, right? So taking a look at the volume profile, high of the range, low of the range. So we're kind of in a boxed level. We're in a box right here on Chainlink. I would personally think that we would have to correct now in the next coming days, no doubt. You know, we've had an excellent run up the last few weeks, and basically a little bit of a cool off is very much a reality for Chainlink now. You know, going to $7 and even below $7, right? The $6 range. I think that's what's going to likely happen on Chainlink. However, I do think that this could be the low for Chainlink. It's very much a possibility that $5 here in June is the low, meaning that, you know, I would be happy to add some Chainlink in my portfolio the next coming weeks if we were to go to, you know, the $6 range, give or take $6.50 or $5.50. I think the low could be in for Chainlink. It's very much a possibility. Okay, so because just think, this is looking at the daily chart. This is looking at the daily chart. This is over a year of price action. The selling pressure has finished. This is very likely to be an accumulation zone on Chainlink, guys. It's just very likely. This is the massive hype. This is the massive bear market. This is the massive accumulation stage after a bear market. Selling pressure has finished. We've had a spring point here on Chainlink at the $5, claiming the lows of 2022, right? And part of 2023, getting that spring point. The best buying opportunity was here. We were talking also with Mark Dirch that this was a great, you know, a great long position. I longed here. Mark Dirch longed here. Maybe some of the legends did get into a long position here at the $5 range. Of course, I took profits too soon, right? I was happy with a small move to the upside. If you would have holded this trade for 4 or 5 weeks, you would have made insane gains, right? Because it did pump over 60%. Could have made an absolute killing. You know, I remember I think I did a 6x leverage or something. So could have made 300% gains in about 5 weeks. So it created a spring point. So overall, I think the future here for Chainlink in the next coming months is going to be good. If we do come down to the $6 area, I will scoop up some more, because what I do think is going to happen is basically you're going to have, you know, this follow through of getting above the highs of the range of the last, you know, 1 year, right? Basically more than 1 year, the last 14 months, and then enter a rally here entering into 2024. You know, it's just I think the low could very likely be in for Chainlink. Are we seeing any reaction on Bitcoin because of the spot ETF? We could get some pumpy action, guys, here, no doubt, in the next coming hours. We got some news coming out in 20 minutes, so stay cautious. But could we get a bullish effect on Bitcoin? Yeah, absolutely. It might take a little bit of time. But how good is that? Europe has launched their first spot ETF. Absolutely crazy. These have to be backed with real Bitcoin. Guys, not much more to be said. Hopefully you have enjoyed the man chases woman until she catches him. He catches it. Yeah. Andy, you can't say that. Slept. Sleep is overrated. Really gotta go now. Hey, see you later, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Scotty, you also. See you in 5 minutes. Guys, got to strengthen your body and your mind. Watch more Top G videos. Believe me, I have got 10 after listening to him. Top G videos. Andrew Tate, right? Or any Top G. Yeah, just build confidence, go to the gym, have a great mindset, and yeah, no worries. Sandra Cool Crypto, thanks again. Hey guys, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Remember, you have the Legends community if you want those trading updates on Bitcoin, mostly on Bitcoin. We've got Sam as a coach as well, providing great information, and me as well every single day, guys. You got Legends community down below if you want to join for those daily updates. Maybe you want to join in September because the summer has been very, very boring. Overall, you have that to join, okay? Remember those bots. I'm going to close this bot today, very likely in between today and tomorrow, because I want to compound the gains, and I'm going to add another 10K on this bot, guys. And, it is working. So let's update on the bots as well for the next coming months. If you want to get into this bot, it's really easy. You just go to Tools, Trading Bot, and activate Grid Bot, and you can choose Ethereum, SNX, USDT. They have several options, okay? You haven't got a Bybit account? Test out the link in the description, guys. That is where you get that great bonus depending on what you deposit. It's another way to support the channel, of course. It's an affiliate link, but it's my favorite crypto trading platform, okay? Bybit. I have full confidence in Bybit. Smash up the like button, guys. On your way out. Thank you very much. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Great news today. First spot ETF being approved right now. We got Argentina, president candidate who's winning the elections, and he is a Bitcoin maxi, or at least he likes Bitcoin, a pro Bitcoin. And we got also the McDonald's here in Lugano, which is a city in Switzerland, accepting Bitcoin just launched today, accepting Bitcoin as payments, which is great. So yeah, cool. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.